Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 16 of this 30-day Living an Authentic Life Challenge. Today, we're going to have a conversation about strategy because you already have encountered a step to your strategy before this moment ever arrived. We don't often think about the fact that our past prepares us for our future. What you went through while you were going through it was never a thought that there was a strategy in it, but there was a lesson in that storm. Think about how you made it through. What did you learn? What did that time period in your life come to give you as a lesson? There's a reason you survived that moment and you learned something in it. Sometimes we just don't recognize it. But here's the thing, assessing what that is your first step because strategy involves assessment. And once you assess a situation, then you can put a plan of action in place so that you can achieve the thing that you desire the most. So, here are some words that describe strategy because we don't often think about it until we hear the terms in a different way: plan, blueprint, program, project, design, system, arrangement, technique. What did you think about those words? Did you get a different thought in your mind when you heard them? And often, we get a whole different concept about these words when we hear them in different arenas. Because when you hear the word strategy, there's a different concept associated with that. But when you hear program, that gives you a whole different element. But they both require the same elements. Now, there are levels to strategy because each one does require you developing them and implementing them. When those different levels, you may need to require a new skill. Think about it like this. If you were thinking of cooking a meal, there's a strategy to that. If you wanted to go to a restaurant, there's a strategy for that. And if you wanted to be a culinary chef touring the world, there is a strategy for that and a new skill. So that different level will require you to think about how to be strategic in a different way. We already know how to walk through strategy in our world, but we don't often think about some of the things that we do because some of those small pieces we don't think about. But that is often your first step. So, day 16, strategy. I wanted you to take a moment to think about it because when you think about that first step, you get the opportunity to assess it. And when you assess it, you can then put a plan of action in place that will allow you to get the desires of your heart. We have so much more that we are going to talk about in this challenge. And I'm encouraging you to join me because this is just a snippet. The real challenge, the bulk of the conversation, that takes place inside of StreamYard. So join me. Come on in. You can go to my website, TanyaEhood.com. There you can click under the registration tab and get the opportunity to join me. But be quick, because if you have been listening, then you know this does not last that long. I will be done by 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I'll be back tomorrow and we can continue the rest of the conversation. But there's more, deeper discussions about how to assess, more conversations about prioritizing what you choose to assess, and then wrapping it up with how to put that plan in action. So I'll see you all in a few moments. In the meantime, this is Tanya Ehud, walking in my purpose, and I want you to do the same.